Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing my first time tag, or my first time tag. I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to lie to you, the first couple of times I saw the tag, like the title, I was like, that's mildly inappropriate for YouTube, honestly. But curiosity got the best of me, clicked on the video and realized it was nothing like I thought it was. So I think they're really fun. I think it's really cool to see like the history of some of these girls and just like get to know them in that way, because they ask some very different questions that normally I wouldn't think that you would ask a person. So I hope you like my background, by the way. I don't want to start this video without talking about it. I'm trying to do this as my beauty corner, which I'm still working on lighting. It is in the middle of the night right now and I just have so much energy, I just can't stand it. I've been filming all day for outfits and stuff, which will be coming up. It's coming up Friday actually. So anyways, let's get to it. Yes, I do, because my husband is my first, last, and only love that I've ever had. I've had crushes in the past, but I've never been in love until I met him. So, actually, I knew I loved him before I met him. So that song, Backstreet Boys, I knew I loved you before I met you. Like when I was 21 or when I was a lot younger, because I never drank, like socially drank, like before I turned 21. My dad, he'd always have beer or wine and he'd let us try it when we were younger just so we could have a taste for it, so we weren't like curious and go off the handle, which I think is a very good idea. Other people might think that's like really crazy and like horrible to do to a child, but I think my first drink was Budweiser and hated it then, hated it now. I love beer, but Budweiser is like disgusting. Oh my goodness. My first job was when I was 11 years old and my family owned a farm supply company, so I would go back there and sit in my little big chair. I got to clock in and everything. I had my whole little room to myself. It's like the back storage room. In my head it was glamorous when I was little, like it was my office, but looking back it was just a little storage room in the back, which is kind of creepy. Anyway, I just had a scale and some little Ziplocs and like a whole bunch of caps, and I needed to weigh out perfectly exactly like either 3 ounces or whatever of the little chemical box caps, which sounds really dangerous, but it wasn't like chemicals already on them. It's for caps to go on bottles that were going to have chemicals on them. So that was my first job, farming. Who knew? A Hyundai Tucson. It was the best car. It was on a red tag sale. It was the most awesome car. I was so proud of it. The color was beautiful and everything. The AC never worked in it. Since day one to the very last day, what fell on this earth, which I just got a new car a little over a year ago, so I had it for a long time. I honestly didn't know I was going to get a car, because it was either, Christine, you're going to get a car or you're going to be able to switch to another school. So I decided to switch to another school, and since I guess I was doing so good, they went ahead and said, hey, we'll go ahead and get you a car. And my dad surprised me, or my parents surprised me with it, so that was really fun. I really love that car. It was just the AC in it, man, like Louisiana summers, ooh, barely make it. Let's see, which I just upgraded to the new iPhone, whatever, mobobber, you know, iOS, whatever. Okay, let's see, the first person to text me today was my dad. He asked me if we were up so we can go have breakfast, because my parents were in town for the LSU game. And they wanted to eat breakfast before we left. Honestly, it's a tie. I mean, obviously the first person I saw, so I thought of, was my husband, but I was thinking about you guys actually for like YouTube channels. Like, I wonder what they would want to see. I wonder what they want to see. Do they want to see more fashion videos or what? So if you want to fulfill what I was wondering this morning, then just leave it in the comments below and let me know if there are any videos that you really, really want me to do. Yeah, so I was thinking of you guys. I think her name was Miss Clinton. I remember what she looks like, but I'm like the worst at names. But yeah, it was Miss Clinton. She was an amazing teacher. She was very sweet. Probably one of my most favorite teachers, which is weird that I didn't really remember her name. Only had her for first grade, but she did teach a few of my classes 6th grade, which was really nice and refreshing to see her, because she really did care. In the school I went to, the teachers were like really strict, really mean, really horrible people. And she was very nice, very understanding, and yeah, so Miss Clinton, hi, if you're watching this. I know you're not, but shout out to you. The first one I can remember is to Cancun, but I know that they used to take us a lot of other places before I can remember. I don't know. Her name was McClellan, and no, we still do not talk. We do not talk till this day. We were best friends like all the first, like pre-K, kindergarten, all that stuff, but she was more of the preppy, I want to be popular girl, and I was very shy, reserved, and didn't want any of that stuff. So she went on to be popular, the cheerleader and all that stuff, and I stayed me. And no, we do not talk. She switched schools to where Garrett was, and that's when I was telling y'all before that either I was going to get a car or I was going to move schools. I decided to move schools. She ended up being at that same school. So even when she was there, our class was so tiny, I never talked to her. I don't know if we have like an unspoken like, I hate you, don't talk to me. I don't know. I don't feel it, but it's definitely very awkward being around her. But no, we don't still talk, and I don't regret it. My first sleepover, I'm pretty sure was at my house. I mean, I was like a professional sleepover-er. Like every weekend I was like at one of my friends, Emily. I'm not going to say her last name. I guess I should have taken out the last name of the first girl. But Emily, that's the first, well no, actually McLean, I stayed at her house a lot. Every time that I had one close friend and like growing up, I would like live at their house and they would live at mine. That's kind of how it was. So yeah, I slept over a lot. I'm pretty sure it was at McLean's house though. The first person I talked to today was my husband and Chloe and Rocky, but Garrett definitely, I woke him up because we slept really late, and yeah, talked to my husband. She's not my cousin, but I kind of consider my cousin. I grew up with them. Her name is Chesley, and I was the flower girl, and it was so much fun that I just got to like throw flowers down the aisle. It was a really small church, so I didn't have that far to go, but it still seemed like a mile stretch to get down there. I think I was like 5 or 6, but I still remember it, and yeah, it was really fun. What did I do this morning? I woke up, I started editing my vlog for you guys, and then my vlog week. Made Garrett coffee because I'm trying not to do caffeine. What was the actual first thing? I got out of bed and put on a jacket and some longer pants. First thing I did is I kissed my husband. The very first thing I did, I rolled over and gave him a kiss. That's as good as it's gonna get. I think that's the very first thing I did. Oh my goodness. Whenever I was younger, whenever I went to Tennessee with my family, we went to go see Lee Greenwood, and if you guys know what that is, like, I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free. I don't know what this is, but that's me feeling the music. But anyways, we went to go see him, and I don't know if it was a concert. Yeah, I guess it was a concert. And we were like really close up. It wasn't one of those concerts where there's like a mosh pit. It was like a theater. My very first broken bone was my collarbone, which is my first and last. It's actually this one over here. I was skating at the skate rink where I'm from, or back home, and I thought I was like the coolest thing. I was like 2nd grade. I'm sitting there like, whoo, going around, spinning around, and apparently I got a little too low and like going around the corner, like, because I'm just like this little NASCAR of a little, I was like awesome. Like, I don't think you guys understand that I could like jump off like a few inches off the floor. I was legit, like I could have gone pro, honestly. Just kidding. But anyways, I turned to, I don't know, in my head I feel like someone pushed me. Like looking back on it, I feel like someone did, but honestly I think I just like fell. And I remember usually people, when you fall at the skate rink, like everybody like come and like attack you and just like, are you okay? Oh my god, like they're like drawn to you like a magnet. For me, for some reason, I guess, I don't know if I was so tiny, but I fell and I'd broken, like I fell in this shoulder and it snapped this collarbone like that. Like it was here, and this is the most this is like the story of my life, and it sounds like so dramatic, but it's so true. I literally like crawl off because nobody comes to help me, and I go sit in one little, because the skate rink, it has like benches all the way on both sides of it. There's a stage in the back, and then there's like the food court in the front, and I went and sat there, and I swear like hours had passed. I was at a birthday party, and finally one of the girls, her name is Hope, she came over there to make sure I was okay. And she went and told the mom, I guess whose ever kid's birthday it was. And she called my mom. My mom didn't show up for like another 2 hours. So then we proceed. She comes, picks me up, doesn't think that, you know, anything's wrong with me. She thinks I'm faking. So we go to Cats. If any of y'all have seen that Broadway, Cats was in town. And so we went to go see it. We had tickets. And so I didn't end up going to, I hurt myself at like 4. I didn't go to the emergency room till like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I was horrified. Honestly, I thought they were gonna have to like cut my arm off. I was in the 2nd grade. I mean, like, what do you expect? So horrified, but I had to wear like a brace, not like a metal brace, but like it was like strapped around your arms and like tightened in the back, so it just like pulled you back. And then I had to wear a cast, and all of my shirts my mom had to cut the back off so I could like get my arms up, because I couldn't move my arm anyway, definitely not up here. It had to stay like right there. So that was fun, but I was in the 2nd grade, so I was this little bitty girl who had like her little arm in a sling. Can you just imagine it? Poor Christine. I know, right? My ears. I only have 2 things pierced. My belly button, which I took that out years ago, but my ears are still pierced. I don't really wear earrings that often, but it was definitely my ears, and I got it done at Claire's. Where did I go? I mentioned before first being on a plane was going to Cancun, so maybe it was Cancun, or maybe it was Paris was my first foreign country. I don't remember. I'll go ahead and say Cancun, because I think we were like itty bitty when we went to Cancun. My first movie ever seeing, that is really hard to like even think of, because like I don't remember. It's probably something Disney. I can't tell you the first movie I saw with Garrett was Stealth with Jessica Biel in it. But it was something Disney, I guarantee it. Probably Mickey Mouse, but I literally have no idea. It was in the 8th grade or 7th. One of them is whenever I dance like, it was kind of professionally. I danced for a company and for a regular ballet studio, and I would literally dance Monday. I just started picking up Tuesdays that year. I remember Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday was for the company. So I danced literally every single day after school and all day on the weekends. And I wouldn't get home till like 10 or 11 at night, so I didn't have enough time to like clean myself. I would go to sleep in my disgusting like dance clothes, much less to do any homework. So I got detention for not doing homework for something. But I had to come in at 7:30, I remember, and Miss Wooten, evil, evil, evil woman. I remember, I was like, okay, if you can picture me, the very timid, quiet girl who never bothered anybody. Everybody always thought I was like hated the world because I like never smiled, but I never talked to anybody. Like I never talked back, I never acted up or anything. So it was right after 9/11, and she had asked me if she could see the book that I got, because we went after 9/11, all that happened. We went to see Ground Zero, and they had like a little museum over there, so I grabbed a book. And I remember she started yelling at me one time. I went to go sharpen my pencil because she spilt something on her desk, and she blamed it on me. I was the only person in the room, and it was my fault apparently, because across the room I have, I can make things move in my mind. But then she gave me back my 9/11 book, but she had spilled coffee all over it. All the pages were stuck together, and yeah, she didn't say sorry, she didn't say anything. She's like, here, and walked away. It's like, My first roommate, well, my sister, because we roomed together growing up. I think we roomed together like halfway through elementary, and then we both got our own room. But my first real roommate, name was Meredith, was my first year in college. We roomed together in a dorm, and yeah, Meredith. Hi, if you're watching. Her name was Meredith, and she did marine biology. And we went to school together. We didn't really hang out or know anybody, but we're the only 2 people who went to that college, so we roomed together. My one wish and this is going to be like so deep and so dramatic, but is that me and Garrett will be able to have a family one day. That would be my wish. Because I know, my old wishes used to be like me and Garrett can like stick together and stay together and just, get through like all the hard stuff. And now knowing that we definitely know that we have the strength to do that. Definitely that we'll be able to start a family one day, and that I physically will be able to produce a family one day. I would learn Greek. That would be an amazing, that or Latin, either one. I would love to go to Greece. Love to. Love to, love to. Haven't had the opportunity yet. I've been to Italy, I've been to Spain, I've been to France, but I've never been to Greece, and that is like my all-time like need to be there type place. My first lessons were definitely dance lessons. I started dancing when I was 2, and then we took a break and I went back when I was 5. So, oh my gosh, Miss Roth, I can remember to this day. Imagine a 2 to 3 year old trying to do the splits in class. She always smoked. She always smoked. She would hold a cigarette under our thighs to get us to bring our legs higher. Like if we had our legs behind us going up, she would have her cigarette like just waving under our legs like she was going to burn our thighs if we didn't get it high enough. So that was a nightmare for such a young child, but I still remember it to this day. She was evil. And the last question, my first person, well, it's between three. I'm not really sure which one I saw first. I'm pretty sure it was Jessica Harlow back in the day when she had like the really dark videos and like she just did the eye stuff. I've never experimented with anything eye except for mascara. I literally always just wore, which, no, that's a lie, because I did experiment with a lot of eyeshadows for dance because you had to do the dramatic eye. Didn't look good, but I had it all in there. But she's the first person I ever saw use eye primer. And the second person I started watching was Dulce Candy 87, and that was for fashion videos. And then the third person, and it's all around the same time, I don't know which video I clicked on first, but was Makeup by Tiffany D. And I didn't do any more with Jessica Harlow because all the stuff that she was high end. So Dulce Candy back then, her style was just like not cute at all. Now she's like the bomb. So I quit watching both of them, but I stayed with Makeup by Tiffany D. So my first like that I was loyal subscriber to was Makeup by Tiffany D. Literally went back and watched every single one of her videos from when she first started. So guys, that is the entire tag, which is really exciting. That went by really fast. It made me bring up a lot of memories that I didn't remember from before. But I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. If y'all want me to do more tags or want to request me doing any tags, just leave them in the comments below. And if you did this video, leave it as a video response. I'd love to watch. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you can just leave in the comments any of these questions that you want to ask and you want me to, or you want to answer and you want me to know. I would love to hear from you guys. I love talking back and forth with you through the comments. It really makes me happy, and I feel I've gotten to connect with so many of you. So if any of you want to reach out and connect with me, I am very happy to comment back and talk to you guys. But yeah, so don't forget to check me out on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and my Pinterest as well. But that's all I got, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to y'all for Fashion Friday. Bye, guys.